is the meaning of life? It's a pretty cliched question. I think it first has to do with why do we ask that question in the first place, right? Rather than answering that question, why do we ask that question in the first place, right? Why do we ask that? I think that's the more interesting question, right? Why do we ask that? And kind of like the questions are more interesting than the answers, right? The questions that we ask give more insight than the actual answers, right? The answers follow from the question, but why do we ask that question in the first place? Kind of what's wrapped up, right? What we assume when we ask what's the meaning of life. We assume there is a meaning of life, right? That's what we assume, right? We assume that there's actually a meaning, but there might not be a meaning. More specifically, when we say what is the meaning of life, right? We're confining, right? We're defining life, right? But life isn't defined, right? Life is a process, it's a happening. When we ask the meaning of life, it's like drawing a conclusion. It's like reading a book halfway through and saying this is the meaning of the book, right? But the book is still going, right? The book is still going. Life is still going, right? We're still alive. So how can we ascribe a meaning? How can we define life if it's still going, right? It's still ongoing, right? We're still alive, right? So the question is kind of weird in the first place. We're trying to draw a conclusion before we even know the conclusion of life. And so I think that's it, right? The whole point of life is that it's a happening, right? That it's happening, that we're alive, that we're here, right? That's our meaning, right? It's that it's already, it's still ongoing, right? We're still alive. We still get to do things with our life, right? We still get to enjoy, experience, enrich our souls on this journey we call life. So that's kind of how I think about it. It's a process. It's an ongoing thing.